So excited.
Gosh, I like had my hands on my head the entire first game after the first incredible play. Ritto Boys give the ball to Ryder Riva. That is no mistake. They know that he can start them off with a big old lead. Fakes, goes cut. That will bounce high. Definitely not flinching at the call. And Frederick Hinkle in the white hat, white shirt, white shoes, hits a banger of a serve. Defended well by Epperson, who pulls this and avoids the no-hit zone.
Wow.
Spikeball 2021.
Wow.
I mean, Nationals 2021. Wow. That promo code's probably already expired. Someone's already a lucky winner.
Did you see that hit? Look at this. What?
That angle is actually incredible.
Unbelievable.
Coleman Epperson steps out left, misses the net by just this much, and he'll get a second serve here. And that one is also a banger, but a little bit high.
Shout out to Christian Anderson, who said he won it. If you're lying to me, I'm upset. But if you want it, shout out. Here we go. Wow.
Rahul Murthy with his first serve, second serve now of the match or of the game. That one pockets up a little bit too high. They agree. They're not even going to go to observers. Burrito Boys. He gets the fake.
He hasn't hit that yet, the fake with the righty.
And he has them beat. That's twice now that he's housed it under the net when he's got them beat. But he hits a cut there that is just unreturnable. Murthy gets a hand on it, but hits it right at Epperson. Point Ritto Boys.
Unbelievable. These serves are so good. Rivadeneyra.
Another one. Great cut, however, this time.
Yeah, carry called on himself by Hinkle. Yeah,
incredible.
He knows it.
Ryder Riva, fire right now from the service line.
He always does two cuts and then a reverse. That's what he did last time.
Steps out wide again, goes left. Lefty cut! You can't let him get away with this if you want to be a national champion.
He came to play. They haven't won a tour stop this season. They want it so bad.
And then he hits a reverse, and it jams Hinkle. They may be calling their timeout right now, and I can't agree more with the timing.
What do you do? And Epperson is just on fire. They're getting yelled at by the crowd.
Gassed up right now.
They're gassed up. I'm gassed up. This is incredible.
This is amazing.
What a performance.
I mean, there's 400 people like watching. There's 1,000 of you watching at home. Who knows how many thousands of you are going to watch this on demand later? Probably 1,000 of you that want to rewatch it again just to see how.
I'm going to rewatch it.
I'm absolutely going to rewatch it. But the timeout call there by Frederick Hinkle Rahul Murthy, I think very important for them to slow down the hot hand of Ryder Riva.
Yeah, I don't know how much it will help, but maybe not as much resetting Riva, but resetting themselves. Getting ace twice in a row does not feel good. Lose your confidence. They got to reset. They have a strong mental game.
Yeah, two of those. I mean, they got hands on two of those. One was a lift, and one just jammed Hinkle up near his pecs. So they need to slow him down. He hits an amazing reverse cut. I thought they may call a carry there.
Called a carry on the set. Hinkle thought it was good, so they are going to the observers.
I think Hinkle's going to be a little bit upset with the final call here. Everyone voicing their opinion from the peanut gallery. However, ultimately, these three staff members are observers here. Mr. Modell, Dantowitz, and Fitzgerald are conversing. A little bit lengthy combo here.
It looks like they're opting for a redo call, which is challenging if you're Ritto Boys, because I thought they had a break. However, it wasn't a sure break. That was a good play by it wasn't a break. They put it away. So, I know, works both sides. Ritto get another opportunity to put it away here.
Definitely. Picks up where he left off. Tries to hit the lefty cut, which has already worked so well this series. Steps out wide right. Swings very hard. They will call that one high. And it was. Frederick Hinkle with a little shimmy. Trademark shimmy. before he winds up and lets a rip on his serves. Does it again. Hits this one right at the chest of Epperson, whose left hand just dies under the pressure.
Yeah, it looked like he had it, but it's just not a good piece of it.
Really soft hand, didn't work. They may play this, and they do. Riva swinging with his right,
wow.
And he hits himself in the foot. It was a great pull shot, but this is exactly what double clutch needed.
And he was forced to by the defense of Murthy. He was there. Hinkle was ready for the push. He said he just wrapped it a little too good. His feet were there. If you do that, you have to dive. That's why you see so many players dive and pull, which Ryu actually doesn't do very often.
Big swing by Epperson, body defense by Murthy. They will swing away from the defense, and that is a great couple of points for double clutch, bringing themselves right back into this game.
The crowd comes alive. It's usually quiet, but when double clutch gets a break, they love it. That is just textbook. How do they keep doing that exact play? Like, did they draw that up? Or like, I mean, obviously they drew that up, but when did they decide that this is what works?
Well, when they started making their way to the national championship game, I think. That one.
A rim call by Hinkle on Riva's hit. I'm
they
sure
will,
that will
they
go
will
to
say
observers.
rim. I think it pocketed up and was loud. However, that's not up to me.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with the idea to go to the observers from Hinkle.
Yeah, you may see a lot of observers, but the truth is they're not trying to gain an advantage on each other. A lot of this stuff is just too close to call. When you're playing, it's hard to focus. You're trying to play the ball. You're not focused on, was that a carry? Was that a hit? What happened? And so, again, even the observers say it was too close to call. That's just what happens in Roundnet. It's a challenge, but it's part of the game, and it allows us to have such fun things like, you know, just playing this stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think that was that call was just a product of it looking good but sounding bad. Good second set, and a lefty pull from Ryder Riva. That second set off the serve receive was awesome by Epperson.
A nice left hand. Not used too often on this court.
No. Coleman Epperson looking to get a second serve in there. Crosses up his stance, steps out left, and swings very hard, trying to break the leg of the net there. Rahul Murthy swinging very hard. Left reverse cut, but the backhand from Epperson, that was like one of those like top drop type of shots right there.
How did he have that as an option?
It wasn't an option until he made it an option.
Like, just absolutely crazy. The flick. Boom. Tyler Chiswick, akin to three-time national champ Tyler Chiswick.
Oh, a very low serve here. Rahul's set is awesome. This is going to get sent. Epperson there.
Oh.
Well, he made his way. He made his way there.
Epperson wants a redo. He definitely changed his trajectory because of the chairs. Not ideal. Maybe we need 3 more feet next year, it seems like. I thought we were good.
Yeah.
It seems like we need 3 more feet. Well, these are the heaviest hitters in the game.
Yeah, that's true. They said it in their pregame. We are going to hit harder than everyone. They're getting the observers together, I think. Oh, no. The observers give him the thumbs up right away.
Yeah. He was there. And he definitely changed his stride because of the chairs.
Ryder Riva getting back to the fakes that worked so well in the first game. Hinkle crouched low, making it a very deceptive serve for Ryder Riva. It does intimidate you when you've got someone crouched down to like 4 feet. Hinkle swings hard, of course. That's normal. Does it again. That one's received pretty well. Good high pass. And then the wrap from Ryder Riva. Good set by Epperson, who's been doing that pretty well so far today. Rahul and Hinkle did break a couple to get themselves back into this. That drop almost works. He's only gone to it a handful of times, and when he does, it's usually successful. This
really
time he
strong,
swings very hard.
Really strong change of pace serve for him. Just he swings so hard at you. Similar to when Caleb Heck was doing earlier, where he hits you with a cut all the time, hits you with a drop, you're not ready for it.
Rahul, good cut, but great first pass by Epperson, who another backhand kind of dolphin petting
Pet
shot.
the dolphin.
Yeah.
Pet the dolphin. That's the official name. Pet the dolphin. I haven't seen that from him all season.
No, that was perfect.
That's akin to pre-no-hit zone days. I love that he's bringing it back.
Ryder Riva, all of his more recent serves have pocketed up pretty high. Starts side by side, steps out wide right, drops it, little change of pace. Smiles from Hinkle. Don't know if you would have had me. Now Hinkle, always sporting these shades and a hat, swings unbelievably hard yet again. And needs to start landing some of these. I know they brought themselves back in this match, but oh, that is great jam serve. And this one gets pulled. They may call a hinder just because Rahul could not get there.
I believe it is going to be a hinder call. I believe that's fair. Epperson tried his best to get it's you know, avoidable. He tried his best to get out of the way. However, that's where Murthy wanted to get. It's just unfortunate. I would believe it's a unavoidable hinder, but we'll see.
Yeah, he definitely stopped running because he had both of his hands on the back of Coleman Epperson. I'm not going to be surprised either way, but I think that they're entitled to a hinder, and they don't get it.
Wow.
They do not get it. I think he needed to make a little bit more of an effort instead
that is
of
true.
giving up on
that is
to
fair.
prove that he could have been there.
Yep, it's hard to argue.
Oh, and then Coleman's getting really close on his serves. Rahul's serve receive.
Yeah, you also have to,
awesome though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we mentioned earlier, they haven't really done anything wrong, double clutch. Now Rahul Murthy gets the swing very hard. Good cut. This needs a good set, and Epperson's from off the net. I love the idea to swing very hard, but double clutch doing what they needed to do, and it's with the service pressure.
And they take that lead. That is the big thing. I love this wonderful set from Rivadeneyra, and I love Ritto Boys' effort to try to make it back. Don't think they would have got the point eventually, but huge double clutch.
I mean, after being down where a scoreboard read 6-2, to bring it back, oh, that barely clipped for him. To bring it back and take a lead, doesn't matter what point in the match you do it, you get the lead.
Yep.
You're doing something right. So Ryder's going to step out wide right on the first one, fake, and then go left. Just one fake that time.
I'm waiting for him to hit the double fake righty cut.
That's going to be good. Hinkle set so good. A little off the net, and Epperson needed to chase it a little bit sooner. Got caught in no man's land. Good point for double clutch.
Little tiger swing from Hinkle. He knows he saved that point. That is a strong set, a recovery set, if you will. And just, that was huge for them.
Up and over. Boom ball. Yep. Both players too close. The one time Hinkle's not in a full sprint to get to the ball.
This game, you say, why don't people do that every time? Defenses adapt. You have to constantly be adapting back and forth with what they're doing.
That serve looked good. Hinkle swinging with his right, pulls it a ton.
Again, right there, adapting. Riva expected the push. He's like, nope, I'm going to pull this time. It's a chess game.
It looked like that's where Riva was standing, and then he adjusted away, and Hinkle just pulled it and hit it right at that Protein 2-0 sponsored banner. Rahul Murthy swings very hard. He's going to get a right hand on this as Riva avoids the no-hit zone. Point for Ritto Boys.
Classic, and they are down one, but slowly working their way to the end game here in game two. A couple clutch breaks would maybe that difference.
Rivadeneyra serving on 14-14. Crouched down, hands on his knees, is Rahul Murthy, who shifts again. The cut serve was great, good serve receive, but the shorted set, another time that Frederick Hinkle has an uncharacteristically off the net set.
If you're not perfect 100% of the time, you're not perfect. And so he showed it there. He's made some great sets. You can't expect him to make two in a row. Finally, the serve pressure is too much. And that gives them the lead.
And then Riva, who was already explosive in both games from the service line, has the opportunity to get another one here. And he's got Hinkle on his toes, but can't put it on the net.
How smooth he is moving back and forth. It's just a sight to see. We're moving into the last, or one of the second last rotations you may see before we hit the end here.
was a great serve from Hinkle. But Riva, oh wow, what an open-handed shot. Very smart between the defensive double clutch.
And there Rahul Murthy rare off the net D trying to play, just trying to get something happen because the body is not working against Riva. Change of pace serve coming in.
Tries that drop shot. I think Murthy would have been there. He's pretty quick on his feet. The footwork from our Texas boys is incredible. That one's way too high.
Confidence. I think Ritto Boys really needs one more to bring that energy back up and launch them into a game 2 win here. Double clutch just does it so quietly.
Yeah,
just by fist pumps. That's all they do. Just fist pumps. That's all they do. They win games. All business.
Ooh, Rahul goes back to that reverse. We talked about how good that serve is for him, and we haven't seen it a ton yet this game.
Yeah, we got a timeout called, I believe, by Ritto Boys. Right then, I'm actually going to talk about Rahul Murthy. I was just thinking, pulling up his right reverse, right? His serve on percentage with that serve in their series in California, 67%. 2 out of 3, but 27% ace percentage. So, right, 2 out of 3 times he's hitting the net, 1 out of 3 times, not even of the one. So he's hitting it 2 out of 3 times he serves it. He gets an ace on half of those, about.
Yeah.
So, like, he misses that there. Maybe he's underperforming a little bit, but I don't blame him for continuing to go with it, right? Based on the stat, right, a quarter of the time he's getting an ace. That's just, why not do it? Yep.
I would do it every time.
Right, yeah.
I would do it every time. If you're telling me that 4 times in a match, basically, I could steal points.
Yeah.
I'm going to serve like that always.
Right, and it's his most common, it's the tried and true.
And their defense is already so good. They may get a couple of breaks on defense.
Right.
Yeah, there's a reason these guys are in the national championship.
They don't need to get aces. I also have an interesting stat that I should have here, and I believe it is that, double clutch, or it might be actually be Ritto Boys, is they may get aced often. However, if they get a touch, they can bring it back to the net, right? So here, they're not just forcing. They need to get clean aces. And so when Ritto Boys gets it up, they're mostly going to get it back to net by clean hitting. I think this is true of both teams. You know, you may get aced often, but if I get a piece of it, I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, and they've proved that. They've made some plays. I mean, they're chasing balls down where they have to call redos in the stands. So Ryder Rivadeneyra, fresh off the timeout, hits a reverse cut.
Called bad by Hinkle, and Ryder does agree. So they got maybe hit the side pocket. It's closer to where it was going and bounced it back out.
Yeah, they didn't even ask for observers, so must have been pretty obvious to the players. Riva faking, Hinkle barely moving.
Oh, just catches that above his head.
Frederick Hinkle, fresh off catching that ball off the net, hits a reverse cut.
He thinks clean. Based on the stats, that should be clean. His last one was bad.
That's right. Yeah. We just talked about how. All right, we've got our observers gathering.
The crowd is starting to chat.
Oh yeah, all of our crowd.
Excuse me,
our entire crowd is full of professionals.
Oh, excuse me. It was a Hinkle serve. Not Murthy, but Hinkle is taking his place as the reverse cut king.
Wow, that is huge for them.
And that's very new for him.
And big smile as he moved over and they rotated. They got their lead back, and now Hinkle looks to try to help close this out. That's a good serve, received well by Epperson, who another one opens it up just a little bit and splits the defense yet again.
This is actually exactly what Epperson needs to do. He needs to be this support player. He just has to make it work and hold so Rivadeneyra can hopefully get one more ace to close this out.
Epperson goes for the drop. Hinkle was actually pretty far off of the net there. He covers ground so quickly, though. I don't expect it to have worked. Epperson at the line again. Hits a big serve, returned well by Hinkle, who absolutely sends that deep into the stands.
Just gone. Double clutch back in the hands of Murthy, hoping to do exactly what Hinkle just did, a reverse cut ace, so we can put them in a great spot to force a game 3.
That reverse cut was insane.
They're calling rim. It's going to go to observers. I know that for sure. Murthy did not seem sure. Hinkle was. We'll see what they say. Maybe one of those looked good, sounded bad. And it's called clean.
I was going to say, from my point of view, it looked like it hit the appropriate side of the net and didn't turn left. It stayed in line with where he hit it, which means the spin worked on that side. Big grunt on the serve, makes the crowd go wild. Doesn't work out for them though, however, they've already taken the break. This is a pivotal moment for Ritto Boys. They're gonna need some defense or electricity from Ryder Riva if they don't want to see a game 3. Ryder Riva, the entire crowd getting dead silent as Riva steps out wide. They may play this. They do. Hinkle pulls this. Riva is there to make a play. The set needs to be good. Epperson hits it from off the net. That will hit the rim, and we are going to have a 3rd game here in our 2021 Roundnet National Championship for our Pro Division.
Wow, Hinkle is ecstatic. They are pumped up. Ritto is a little shaken, lost the energy. We just got to see it, what they can do. That was so close. You want to put that away. Epperson fell over. He has to be upset at himself for that. But wow, what a game.
That was the touch they wanted.
That was it.
They had the opportunity.
Again, right, that would have just tied it. That would have just tied it.